1684, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. Our opponent, 4600 games of rapid. That's a lot of rapid chess. I've done just over 1000. I forget what you get to make your first move, but on lichess you don't need to rush to make your first move. You have a counter each, and the time don't start till both players make the first moves. Makes it right on the last split second. What is it trying to achieve by doing that? I have no idea whatsoever. Let's play c5. I'm going to risk a Sicilian for this one. I'm more a Caro player. Anybody who's seen any number of my games, you know you'll see the Caro most of the time. So it goes for this modern line. I'm just going to stick to e6. I tend to go for this can't setup, e6 and a6. What I generally tend to aim for. We could do it French style as well. So bishop here is going to come at some point. Do I need to play a6 right now? I don't think so. I'm actually going to go a little bit unorthodox here and go d6 instead of d5. Yeah, and he's launched one straight away. It's a bit unusual, so he allows us to throw a check in and he'll have to do this, right? Then we come back. He gets development moves for free though. Okay, let's bring our knight up and see what he wants to do. I could throw a check in and force this move. He'll probably just play knight up. Then knight up here. I guess he just guards it. If he pushes, we can take something. Depends if he wants to do this and open the file. But I only play the Sicilian for some occasional bit of variety. So let's develop our bishop actually again. Threaten that check. Just to force the pawn push. And then it's a little bit riskier castling that side. He's gone to head that off. So now we'll develop the knight and attack the pawn. If down, I think I'm happy to trade. I'd be certainly happy to trade the queens. The knight's got a square to go here or back, so lots of options. So he's played over there. Let's get castling. We'll commit to castling first. Okay. So he's going to try and launch one here at some point. So do I want to do that now? Like say here and force it. Knight up. Takes. Probably a bit bold. Knight up. Don't really like. So I need to get my bishop into play, right? So let's just go here and try and get my bishop into play. Oh, he's trying to line up a checkmate threat straight away. So but it allows me to go here though and cut off his castling. As long as I'm careful here, I could do with rook across and the knight dropping back to f8. Or I'm going to have to play this and then see if I can magically jump the bishop across. That would be nice. Dangerous when you play openings that you don't play all the time. Okay, so that allows me to play knight forward. Now if he plays queen forward, I can throw a check in and trade a knight for a bishop. So I've got knight forward here. He's going to try and push. So my other option, what have I got? I guess I played g6 immediately then, don't I? Take that bit of risk out. It's still risk there though, he can push here. Take, pawn takes. I don't know if I like that. If I drop back, say he pushes here, then I've got to play it anyway, don't I? So I could go here. If he pushes knight in, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes. But I've got this knight jump, and what does he do? He's got to cover this square, or I can check and trade. I don't know what to do here. No, let's just cut this and just prepare knight forward. I think it's too dangerous in it. I think he's gonna push anyway. But I think I have to do something. Knight in. If he doesn't cover this square, I can check and trade the knight for bishop. But his bishop's not doing it right now, but it could later on. Could be very powerful later in the game. If he attacks the bishop now, I could obviously drop back as well. But it stops him castling there. He might not want to castle. He might go queenside anyhow. Or he might just ignore all chess principles and do none of it. I'm looking at rook across now. I really want to go here though and force the issue. Takes, takes, queen takes. I think that's worth doing actually. I'm going to do that. If he pushes forward, I'd be very pleased, because then this is a lot more difficult. And that's what he's done. So it's clogged down. I could play knight forward and hit the bishop. But I could just do a sacrifice here. Take, take, queen takes. Say rook across. He's got an awkward position. I've got maybe knight forward to come back as well. I'm going to do that. It takes some sting out of the attack. Not all of it, just some of it. Actually, if he takes here... No, I can't play knight in first because he can throw a check in. Yeah, just take. Don't mess about trying to overcomplicate it. Knight here, though, gives us a very nice square. But there isn't a one-move knockout, is there? So rook across... No, I don't like that. I'm going to go here to bring the knight across and just hope I'm not blundering some triangulation. Try and plant the knight here. Or even queen here. I don't have bishop back this move, but queen up, just say we've sacked a pawn. And he's got to get his king safe. Maybe even king f2 might be good. Might be. It's always risky when you play openings for variety that you don't really specialise in, so to speak, at any rating level. I just play the Sicilian for that little bit of variety. Rook across would be nice. The bishop here would be nice, but it's not supported right now. So he's kicked our knight, so that puts us to this square where we want to be, so we'll attack the bishop. But now bishop back is an option. And he could just castle, but if I moved my knight, I'm then not guarding my bishop. So what do we do? What do we do? I've got queen up here, here. I'm just going to play rook across. Say, where are you going to put your king? I think he'll probably go to f2. Oh, he's launched one here as well. But if I go here, maybe he can just simply ignore it. This has to be dealt with. How do we deal with it? I don't see. This is a bit of a problem. I could go f5, I guess. Or even what about f6? f5's more forcing, isn't it? I do f5 takes, takes, and he takes here. This is a bit dangerous because here he goes g4. I don't think I can do anything here. I think this is hopeless. Here, down, rook across, takes, takes. Yeah, that's probably my best bet. Let's go here and bring the rook across. Let's play rook over. If he takes, I'll take. If he checks, I can drop back. My rook's out of the game, but at least my king's a bit more stable. Boy, he's very strong for 1684. Not a bad rating, of course, so not bad at all. Knight down now, I'd probably have to take. He has gone there, so does it matter which square I go on? It might do. I guess I want to go here, but it restricts my bishop. So what about here then? The rook is completely shut out now, so I'm going to have to push at some point. My rook is just dead out of the game, but I've got bishop back to hit the pawn. Unless he puts a real clamp on the position. But equally, he's got to put his king somewhere, so where's it going to go? I'm going to have to quicken up. I've got to put him under time pressure. Wait, knight forward. So he wants me to take to open this up. So take here. What the heck am I doing? Knight back. I don't... Feels like I can't take, but I can't not take. What about one? That doesn't work. I don't think I can risk taking, can I? Let's just play queen up. But I've got no way to get this rook into the game now unless I push. But here, I still can't push really because he double attacks the pawn now. Unless I take the knight and then I can't push anywhere. Here, en passant, bishop takes, queen takes, everything trades. But I've got bishop back as a move now to put it on the diagonal where the queen is threatening a discovery of some sort. I'm not sure if it actually achieves anything, but it's a move. Rather dangerous, isn't it? Oh, he's played the queen back, so what's his idea? Bishop forward. So bishop back, bishop down. And I still don't have anything real, do I? He's given me a potential target here, but I don't see how I get it. What about f6 or f5 now? I'm going to go f6. I'm going to start attacking. Got to really, don't I? Oh god, that's the pawn. I'll have to just briefly get that. Right, apologies there. I just had to briefly answer the phone there. Right, so what's happened? He hasn't made a move. If takes, I'm planning on going with a bishop to put pressure on the pawn, put the bishop on the diagonal. I don't think there's a benefit with a knight, apart from the fact that it might activate my bishop here in one move. Bishop feels more instinctive, but there isn't the two of them attacking here now. And if we kick the knight off, well, it's dangerous, but if he ignores everything, say he drops a knight back, I can potentially push on and really close it down, but I still can't get my rook into the game. What do we do? What do we do? Let's worry about it when it's our move, but we've got the time sorted now. I don't think I can take here, so I think I need to come back, right? Knight takes would be good. Let's drop back. I have to play quickly now. I've burnt up too much time in the opening phase. Takes, I've got knight takes, but it is a check. I can take, and then I'm on the diagonal. He's got bishop to block, but it takes a lot of pressure off. I could go with a bishop. Pawn takes, knight takes. It's a case of what I want, but my queen guards my bishop. But I'm threatening maybe f5 as well to close it down. So f5 is a move, and say he moves somewhere, I can take and throw this sort of moving, right? I'm going to push up. I have to play quickly now. I burnt too much time, but if my knight moves, there's a discovery on the rook. So knight across somewhere might be a move. Knight anywhere might be a move, depending on what he does. If he's forward, I think I can take. Especially now this is clogged. So here it's safer to take than it was. Then figure out, say, a knight jump and try and trade the knight for a rook. And then if I can just get the king to f7 relatively safe, I can activate my other rook. But he's using time now, thankfully. Yeah, he's gone back, but I think I can take now. Take, pawn takes. I don't think I want to mess about with a move like knight takes here. He could take back. Take, pawn takes. He's going to have to push here at some point. But say knight forward, something takes, take the rook. We attack the pawn. I mean, maybe this is actually a good move. Is knight takes a good move now and try and grab a pawn? If he takes here, I can take back. So take, bishop or pawn takes. I take the rook. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's grab the pawn. Try and keep the position complex, but hopefully he'll use a bit of time. We're weakening this as well, but if he takes, we take the rook. He's moved the rook forward. Okay, so now we can take the free knight, right? Well, he gets my knight, but it's not really free. It's just knight for a knight, rather than dropping back. So let's take, we attack the rook as well as guard, so you might have to give up the exchange. Well, I can get rid of this pawn now instead of the rook taking the rook. Does it matter? It's got to be right to win the exchange, hasn't it? Yeah, let's win the exchange and step the king up. Hold on, let's play. What about bishop up? Take. No, I'm going to step the king forward. I think my king's not bad now. Okay, there. I can play, say, queen across. There is a pawn here, but he's threatening to come in. So I think I'll just play queen back and offer a trade. It feels like I'm through the worst of it now. It doesn't mean I am, but I'm up now. we've covered the queen check threat. We hit the pawn. He can drop back and guard. Okay, so he's gone back, but I can take, or I can maybe go here. Does it matter? Take a pawn. I think I should. If he activates the bishop, I can drop back again. Same if he goes here. Threatening a check if he wanders off. Well, there's no check there though. So let's just drop back one. Because if he plays queen back, I can check and force the queen off. And I've gained an exchange, so I can give an exchange back if I need to. When I'm no worse off. And I'm a pawn up as well. I've got 6 against 5 pawns. Yeah, he's gone back there, but now I can check and force the queen off. That should be good. So I'm going to do that. Okay, now I'm going to activate the rook and prepare to drop the bishop back. I should be good now, should be. Doesn't mean I am, but I should be now. Okay, he's gone back, so can I work this king up? That's what I'd like. Rook up here, hit the pawn. Come here, pressure the pawn. Okay, he's come forward. So bishop up, back. I've got rook check. Then maybe just give the exchange up, right? Let's go here. 2 minutes each. I expect bishop back here. I've got check. And then I think I can just take and win another pawn here. Or I can just drop the rook back, of course. Depends what he does. But it should be good to take here, should be. Take. Yeah, I think it's good to take here. Okay, what's he thinking about here? He doesn't have a lot of options. Just take the rook. What else is there? Okay, I've got rook back if I need to go solid, and I'd like to try and get this pawn. I don't want to get too adventurous and collapse my position, but it feels okay now. Again, we try and get the bishop off. Obviously, we could check and give up the bishop, the rook for the bishop, and that's a lot riskier. I don't think we can do that. But now he's going a lot slower. Okay, he's come across. That just allows check, right? Here, trade, gets the rook off. It's got to be good. There is a pawn there, but it's got to be good to go here. He'll have to go here. So check, does it matter? I could take a pawn actually and hit the bishop. Take. If I take here, or maybe he takes. But that's good for me because it's a bishop for a pawn. So take. If he moves a bishop anywhere, I take his rook. If he plays rook back, I've got bishop back and that wins, right? So I think it's better to actually take the pawn there. And rook back, I think I've got bishop back to hit the bishop. But we're down to barely a minute each now. So he's played forward, so we just take the rook. Yeah, let's come across and go after the pawn. There's no risk in it now apart from the clock. Yeah, it's turned into a win, but very, very, very difficult game, wasn't it? Okay, so let's just see what it was in engine speak. That's always the danger if you play openings that you're not too familiar with. So they're the move times for both players. Let's just request an analysis. Now, have I made a complete mess of the opening? That's something I'd like to know. It felt like a very, very tricky defensive position. See, I'm better here, but yeah, I am worse out of the opening, or quite a bit worse. I have been going a lot wrong. So there's a lot for me to learn in this one. And it turns round about move 24, so we can see there. A little bit better than quite a bit worse. 87 versus 81 on the accuracy. So let's find out where we went wrong in the opening. So f4 is an inaccuracy. Should have just played knight f3 there. So my moves here are all fine. You see, nothing's being flagged. b6 is my first mistake here. I should have gone b5 actually. So it is actually a move. So Takes. See, I'm not familiar with it enough to actually play a move like that, but b5 was the right move, going for fast development. That's all it lists there. Okay. So these are all okay. Then d5. Again, I should have played rook to c8 there, just developing the rook. And now knight, I should have gone the other side. Instead of going in the center and sacking a pawn, I should have gone here because I'm still able to retreat if necessary. Okay. So we're just that bit worse here, but the worst mistakes are coming up. He shouldn't have taken with the queen here, and I should have played the rook straight across here instead of knight forward. So that's a mistake there. And then my blunder is rook h8 here. Yeah, I shouldn't have put the rook in the corner. I've boxed the rook completely out of the game. I did have to play f5. f5 was the right move. That's what I had to do. Okay. And now it's 2.7, and this is where white starts to go wrong. So see, he had to take the pawn here. So that was the best move. Knight takes. Then f5 I'm supposed to play there. So you don't take the knight. There must be a reason. Why don't you take the knight there? It's poisoned in some way, isn't it? There's maybe bishop here or something. There's some sort of reason you don't take there. But it's a very strong position for white. This 3.2. So that was a blunder. And then suddenly we're through the worst of it. And now we start to get more secure. Yeah, I should have taken the knight immediately and not tried to go pawn grabbing there. That was the other move I was looking at. And there, he needed to drop the knight back. Now here, I've got knight check and just win the exchange that way. I did not see that. So I've just played it this way instead. But now I'm 2.5 better, and the rest of the game, as it turned out, was relatively comfortable. A very dangerous game, and it's very, very dangerous system. That's why it's, you've got to really try and learn your openings, otherwise it's very easy to go wrong. So it is what it is.